call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blew it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Trying to catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave him holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the arm.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This your boy Upper Echelon. Welcome to the first one. And I'm here. How everybody doing in here today? Who we got up in here? And I got to get my moderator set up with. Got to get my moderator set up. But, this is the first one. We about to come on, start coming on daily around between 2 to 4 around that time. Just try to make sure none of my people is on so we don't try to undercut nobody. But I know I got to get my moderator straight. But today we about to go in on if they sit there saying Bud is the best boxer, then why the only way he got the win is by knockout? That's what I'm trying to figure out. And who we got up in here? Let me see who we got up in here. I don't see nobody in the chat. I see it say 7 people. Ain't nobody up in here. I know other people probably coming. Can y'all hear me okay? The Chitlin distributor. Can you hear me okay out there? I know you in here. Well, I gotta check my volume. Let me check on my other phone real quick. Hold up. Well, okay, yeah, my volume doing good. Well, I got the notifications on, but they sleeping on Errol, Spence, and Derek James' family. I'm gonna tell you like this. I appreciate everybody that showed up, and for the ones that been supporting me lately, I'm gonna keep dropping that heat every day for y'all. Make sure everybody got that heat coming. But the Errol Spence camp, I'm cool with Derek James and everything. I talk to him all the time on Instagram. And I be watching some of the videos they do, and I be talking to him, he give me advice and everything. And he let me know, like, shit, this fight really ain't gonna be what people think it is. Like, a lot of people think that this is gonna be Earl's biggest test, but it really isn't gonna be. Like, his biggest test will always probably be that Kell Brook fight, because that was the fight. Auntie Black Cherry, how you doing? How you doing? Shalom, baby, shalom. Valentine, what's up, fam? Salute. But everybody think that this is gonna be a hard fight for Errol. This fight is not gonna be harder than the Kell Brook fight. Valentine, salute, fam. I thought I had already made you a moderator, Valentine. Oh yeah, you are. You and Black Cherry, y'all both moderators. But this fight right here is not going to be that hard for Errol. Like, he grew up in the Kell Brook fight. That's what people don't understand. Like, Errol Spence, he actually grew up and matured in the Kell Brook fight. And see, Errol, when he was fighting, they had him fighting some vicious people coming through the door. Through the door, he was fighting vicious people. Like, other people had weak schedules. Like Crawford, he had a Rudy Proof schedule coming in. Devin, he had 15 Rudy Proofs when he first came in, but not Errol. On Earl's ninth fight, he was fighting Emmanuel Arte. Yes, sir. We about to grow, man. You know, this just the first one. This is the first one, but we about to grow. And I make sure I get my family together ones. That's my day ones that started with me. You know, I done got 1,000 more subscribers in just 14 days. You know, I'm just starting to go. But on his fifth fight, he fought Brandon Hoskins, who was 16-4. His sixth fight, he fought Guillermo Ibarra, who was 11-3. This is not no slow tactic. He fought 15-0. Emmanuel Arte, his ninth fight. Knockout artist. That's the one everybody talk about. Emmanuel Arte caught him. But Errol overcame. And this is when he was 8-0. And Emmanuel was his ninth victory. And after that, he fought. Like, that's what I'm saying. They talk about resumes. His 13th fight, he fighting Ronald Cruz, who was 20-3. Then Noe Balanas, who was 24-10. This is when he started his knockout streak. Because, see, everybody talk about Terrence Crawford, 10 knockouts. Earl had 11. He knocked out Noe Balanas, who was 24-10. Turned around and knocked out Francisco Castro, who was 27-7. Then knocked out Samuel Vargas, who was 20-1. Then Phil LaGreco, who was 26-1. Then Chris Van Heerden, who was 23-1. Alejandro Barrera, 26-2. Chris Algiers, 21-2. Leonard Bundu, 33-1 and 2. Kell Brook, 36-1. Lamont Peterson, 35-3. Carlos Ocampo, 22-0. And then people want to sit there and tell me about Terrence Crawford's background. He knocking out trash cans. Niggas that got 10 and 11 fights that done lost. Earl knocking out people that ain't got knocked out before. Cal Cooler, peace and blessings. Let me go ahead and rinse you up too, Cal Cooler. Let me go ahead and rinse you up. Yeah, I'm making sure I get all my day ones situated. I got you right there too. But yeah, they sitting here talking about what Errol can't do and everything, but Earl's been put in the fire since his ninth fight, since his sixth fight. And he's been fighting upstream, pissing in the wind since then. And you talking about somebody that got a bunch of goddamn Rudy Poos on their record and they think that matches against that. That's what they don't understand. Iron sharpens iron. If you haven't been tested, if you haven't been put into the furnace of the fire, then you're not going to be able to evolve. You're not going to be able to better yourself. You're not going to be able to reach that next level because you haven't been pushed and tested. And Earl has been tested since his damn sixth fight. It took Terrence 14 fights before he finally got tested. Yeah. And then they talking about a difference in, see, that's what I'm saying. It's a difference in pedigree. A person can have a steel sword and a person can have a titanium sword. They both metal. But if you slap them up against each other, which one's going to happen? The one that's been tested and purified into the purest flame, that titanium. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not up here calling Bud a bad fighter. No, he's far from that. Being 39-0 with 30 knockouts, that is a great feat. That is a feat that not many can accomplish unless you with Oscar De La Hoya. And then you got like Zerto and Jaime and all them, you know, they going to give you the trash cans to fight. They going to do that. But no, PBC don't give you trash cans. PBC is called the fire of purity because they will put you in there and they will force you to sink or swim. And if you can't swim, your ass going to drizzle. You bound to drizzle because Al ain't holding up no fighters because he ain't stopping that money. And that's all I got to say about that right there. But if there's anything y'all want to talk about, y'all let me know because right now I'm kind of pissed off about this Charlo situation because he's not getting the due credit that he needs. He's not getting the due credit he needs. Everybody's praising Canelo. And I'm trying to figure out what the fuck did Canelo do? He cherry picked the weight class two classes down like he did with Amir Khan. And see, Canelo has not fought a true super middleweight since the Caleb Plant fight. He's brought John Ryder up. He's brought Triple G up. Now he's bringing Charlo up because he is nothing but a middleweight himself. And everybody's giving him credit for fighting a natural junior middleweight. Jermell Charlo is going to beat Cinnamon from post to pillar because he has the training from Derrick James. He has great conditioning, and he knows what he does. And he's gonna walk on him because Canelo's gonna run out of gas. And when he runs out of gas, that's what happened. Asante L, let me get you straight, bro. What it do? What it do? This our inaugural meeting right now. Dub right side, what's up, my boy? Respectfully. Dub, man, I might have to get you on here because I know we got a little debate right now. Cause I'm trying to figure out what your boy Devin doing. They say he ducking. That's gonna get my boy Dub right side right there. But yeah, I appreciate that, Valentine. I'm trying to get it that way because right here, I'll make sure everybody got their own opinion. I'm not gonna ban nobody for their opinion because we all grown ups in here, and we all shouldn't be agreed on everything. Because if it do, that would make life boring. And I'm not talking about other people out there, but I'm not emotional. I was raised by my mother, and I see my father on occasions. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't get mad at the next man's opinion. I don't get mad and get temper tantrums or snap and throw a person out because of what they said, because I feel like we all grown. I can't dictate your opinion. And if you saying something that I don't like, I'm not gonna throw you out because of that. I'm not gonna get mad, but I'm not saying no names either. But I'm not gonna get mad and throw nobody out like that because I feel like I say what the hell I want to say, and that's what makes it special, and that's what makes us different because we can say what we want to say and not have to worry about somebody trying to judge us. So too, what's up, bro? That's what I'm saying. But yeah, back to that. No, Dub. They saying Dev ducking Shakur. They saying Dev offering that man 25%, and he keeps 75% when Shakur is selling more than Dev. Yeah, Cal Cooler. That gets me too. Like, yeah, he picks his opponent, but he picked the wrong one this time. Cause Mel been trying to call for Mel been calling for Canelo for 5 years. People just don't understand it. But Mel's been calling out Canelo for over 5 years. And see, Derek James got them boys in there fighting middleweights and light heavyweights. Like when I was at the gym that time, they was in there sparring some big ass guys. And Mel is not no small guy. He has to cut about 30 pounds before he fights. Just like Errol cuts between 25 and 30. And that's what a lot of people don't know. A lot of YouTubers don't understand. Just because you 25 pounds overweight before the training camp, that's good because when you spar, that sparring is going to cut that weight right there. You don't want to go in the training camp too close to your target weight because if you do, when you sparring, you're going to cut too much weight and then you're not going to be able to do what you have to do because you're going to be too weak. And you don't want to be too weak. Let me get So up. Let me wrench up So because he in here for the first for the live too. Everybody that's here on the inaugural live, I'm trying to get them moderated up because that's what I said I was going to do. And yeah, all the y'all as moderators, when we start to grow, like if a person has an opinion, don't doubt them for their opinion. But if they doing something real toxic, or if they disrespecting the females in the chat, or if they spamming, or if they fake page, y'all know how to moderate. I mean, y'all grown ass people, man. I ain't got to tell y'all how to do the damn thing. You know what I'm doing. I mean, y'all know what y'all doing. Appreciate that, E White. Like I said, everybody that comes to this first live, I'm gonna go ahead and get them situated so we can get this together. Because this is the inaugural live. But yeah, about that Cinnamon Alvarez, I'm gonna go ahead and break this down for y'all. See, Canelo Alvarez is 5'7", 5'8". That's his height, 5'7", 5'8". Jamel is 6 feet. Jamel has the reach. Bivol has a 73-inch reach. Jamel has a 74-inch reach. So he's also longer than Jamel was. I mean, he's also longer than Bivol was. So Canelo's going to have problems out of that. He's going to have problems out of that. Hold on, I'm just getting these moderators together. Hold on. Chevy Smith, okay. All right. Got Darius and Chevy hooked up. But yeah, Canelo's going to have problems out of that because Jermell has a stronger, hold on, Creole the Traveler. Y'all give me a second because I'm trying to get all the moderators situated as they get in here because everybody comes. And y'all, and the moderators in here, check and make sure all these people, like, if any one of y'all can, check and make sure all these, ain't none of these pages made right now. You feel what I'm saying? Check Troy and Alexander for me, if anybody can. I know Creole the Traveler, like people that I've ever seen like that. I'm just gonna have them check y'all out, make sure it ain't no fake pages or nothing. And if y'all straight, I go ahead and rinse y'all up. But you know, check Troy and Alexander for me, people. But yeah, no problem. So, but yeah, Canelo is on the decline. Okay, Troy is good. All right. And check my boy OG Eddie, aka. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, Alexander, they done had me on so many meds, man. I had to get off them, but you know, memory ain't that good right now. But I got you. But yeah, see, Canelo, people don't realize this, but if you go back before the Bivol fight, Canelo was showing us signs of waning. He was showing us that he can't keep up. And they tried to custom pick his fights. That's why he got a 50-year-old Triple G, a damn 50-year-old Triple G, a John Ryder that's done been rode hard and wet by 5 people that Canelo beat. He's done got beat by people that Canelo knocked out. So you fighting your food's food. So people that was your food, you're fighting that your food's food. And then your people that you knocked out Ryder, and you couldn't knock him out. And you was putting on a showcase in Guadalajara, Mexico, your hometown. You were supposed to knock that boy into John Knight Ryder. You were supposed to knock that nigga the next week. And I'm just being honest. But that man came back after the 6th round and he started beating the shit out of Cinnamon Alvarez. And we just gonna be blunt. He started peppering that man. That man was looking like a hand-tossed pepperoni pizza. Canelo nose was almost, I mean, that thing was huge and it was bulbous. And it was a bright. Check out Mr. Brown for me, family. What's up, King? What's good, Mr. Brown? I'm just having him check you out. But Canelo got one of the worst whippers he had in a long time. And John Ryder's not a big puncher. But I'm going to tell you who is a big puncher. Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo is a big puncher. Let me get my boy Coach Joe. Salute, Coach Joe. But yeah, and just like Errol Spence about to get us paid, Jermell Charlo is going to get us paid huge, people. Because they are already talking about Jermell Charlo is a 10-1 underdog. Now, if y'all understand anything about betting, see, I like to bet every week. 10-1 underdog means payday. Just like on the Errol Spence fight right now, they done moved him to plus 165. On the Errol Spence fight, on the knockout by rounds, and I'm about to teach y'all a little glitch that they got right here whenever they make the wrong person the underdog. On Errol Spence fight right now, rounds 1, 2, and 3, if you pick them, they're plus 10,000. Round 4 and 5, they like 3,000 and 4,000. Round 6 and 7 is 3,300 and 45. Round 8 and 9, they're 5,000. This is plus. Round 10 is plus 5,500. Round 11 is plus 6,000. And round 12 is plus 8,000. Now, what people don't realize, you can take $1,000 and put it on each round. That's 12,000. If you ain't got that, you can take $100, put on each round. That's $1,200. So no matter which round Earl knocks him out in, if Earl gets the knockout, the lowest you will get is plus 3,300. So the lowest you gonna get is 3,300 times your 100. You getting a plus 3,300. So if you got 1,000, that's plus 3,300. You win on your 1,000. So you could pick all 12 rounds, and if any of the rounds hit, you go into the bank. That's how they messed it up, because the lowest is plus 3,300. Plus 100 is double your money. So do the math. That's a new damn car. And they don't understand that, but that's the beauty of this right here. Now, I ain't forget Big Ray. I'm a man of my word. I make sure I do what I say I'm going to do, because, all people got is their word. And that's what's wrong. A lot of people don't keep up with their word. So, and I treat people the way they treat me. Yeah, Kalo, if you don't hit it all, they do win. But Errol promised us he's wiping that man. And everything Earl's done said for the last 5 years has been the truth. Now, he told us he was going to beat the shit out of Sean Porter, but we also know he didn't have strength and conditioning. Earl's been having strength. Earl's been training for this fight since the Manny Pacquiao fight. You understand? Because he's been training, he got derailed. So after he got his eye fixed, he started training for the Ugas fight. So he trained, he fought Ugas. The second day after he fought Ugas, he was back in the gym. He's been in the gym since April the 18th. And Terrence Crawford, all he's been doing was adding fuel to the fire, because he's been stalling Earl out, while Earl's been in there getting real strong on him. And now he's about to get Earl that was better than Lamont Peterson, better than Kell Brook. Earl right now is sitting at 160 pounds right now. He's lean and chiseled. The last week, most people cut between 7 to 10 pounds in the last week. 7 to 10 pounds. So Earl can eat good and still do his sparring. A full thing of sparring will drop you between 2 to 5 pounds. And I remember that fighting lifestyle. I mean, it was great. Until I broke my hand. I got a middle hand right now, so I can't do it. I got into a street fight with one of my peoples, one of my Mexican peoples. They got some of them got some hard heads. Like some brothers got some hard heads. And I hit him with a 1-2-3 combo, and hey, it went down. How you doing, Chitlin? I see you a Bud supporter. I see you coming through everything. But I mean, you here on my first day, so just because you a Bud fan, that's not gonna make me not light you up. So I'm gonna go ahead and light you up, bro. I'm gonna light you up, unless you just trolling. Are you trolling? Yeah, it look like you trolling, bro. But yeah, how we still a Crawford fight from Jamel Charlo, bro? I mean, if you want, I can give you the link and you can come up here and explain yourself. You feel me? I don't mind dropping the link for you. I'll let you get up here and talk. Let me figure out how to drop the link real quick. Let's see. Hold on 1 second, y'all. This, I don't know how to do this right here. I'm trying to figure out how to do this link thing. Yeah, he trolling, y'all. He trolling. But let me see how you do. Anybody know how to work StreamYard? Know how to send the link? Let me see. Okay, let's see. Okay, general. Let's see. That don't do it. I'm sorry about this, people. I should have knew how to do it. Well, I ain't gonna be able to do it this show right here. Tomorrow I have it all broke down. I'm gonna look it up and see what's going on. But yeah, yeah, Chitlin been talking junk all day before I even got started. I was like, dang. But I thought he was gonna be a good Bud fan because I don't mind having Bud fans in here because a Bud fan, Spence fan is still a boxing fan. You feel what I'm saying? Some people feel passionate about who they like. Just like I was upset when Antonio Tarver beat Roy Jones. That broke my heart right there because I used to want to be just like Roy. And when he did that right there, that hurt. And you can't say Virgil ran from Crawford because they never offered Virgil Ortiz to fight. They said that, but Virgil said he would fight Crawford. He wasn't trying to fight Spence. That's what that was. And Crawford, it's funny how when Boots was there, he didn't have that mantle. But as soon as Boots moved out the way, damn Avenesian jumps up. Like, and that's another thing. When they have who they want there, and see Crawford was still getting paid pretty good. That's why WBO was keeping him there. One thing about these sanctioning bodies, they look at the champion, right? And whichever champion can make them get a bigger 3%, they're going to try to keep them in power. And right now, it wasn't nobody really bringing in as much as Terrence Crawford, really, besides Errol. Because Terrence was getting at least 3-4 million per fight. So they was getting 3% of that. Now, if they would have sat there and let somebody else get it, they really wouldn't have got that much. So, they live off the percentages. And people say the percentages don't matter, but 3% adds up, especially when you got all 4 belts like Errol. That's gonna be 12%. So if you win 10 million, they get 1.2 from you. That's a lot of money when you start adding up. And just think, people like Anthony Joshua, when he had them 3 and 4 belts, he was paying them sanctioning fees on them $40 and $50 million fights. They were cleaning up. They was cleaning up. That's why Canelo started giving them a flat fee. And when you make that much, you can do that. But one thing I want to touch on, Jared Big Baby Anderson. His fight this week, he was fighting against a wily veteran, Prince Charles Martin. A lot of people gave him slack in that fight. Charles Martin is not no bad fighter. He was giving Joshua a few problems until Joshua slept him. But Jared Anderson, his biggest problem is going straight back. He likes to go straight back whenever he's in. He used to use his athleticism. When you get in here with the better people, you can't use your athleticism because a lot of people are athletes. And when you get against a fighter that's been there for a minute, they've seen this. And I watched Charles Martin set him up around. If you look around the fourth round, Charles Martin switched up his punch style. Instead of throwing it like straight, he started putting like a hook to it. And then he surprised him with that right. See, he surprised him with that right hook as well. See, Big Baby and them didn't have film on that right hook because Charles Martin don't hardly use it. But it was a surprise. See, when you start getting into the elite level, you got to train for everything. You got to be aware. You just can't use your athleticism. Roy Jones was one of the best that ever. He was the greatest athlete that ever laced him up. I've never seen nobody more athletic than Roy Jones. Roy Jones was the man. But as soon as his athleticism failed, he fell. The same shots that used to miss Roy by 7 or 8 inches start catching them. And then we start getting Roy Jones face down in the dirt. And that's what happened. And that's what happens to athleticism. That's what Derek James be preaching about athleticism. And everybody talks about Crawford's athleticism. But I'm gonna tell you one thing that people don't realize about that. In the 147 division, when have we seen Crawford show lateral movement? When you gain an attribute, you usually lose another one. Crawford done got so enamored with his power that Crawford has, his legs done broke and his arms and his shoulder. He done filled out nicely. If people listen to this say he done filled out as a welterweight. And one thing about filling out as a welterweight, he doesn't have the lateral movement that he had as a junior welterweight. Now, when he fought Benavidez, he still had lateral movement. When he started fighting Amir Khan, Kell Brook, Sean Porter, David Abernethy, notice Crawford walked him down style. He wasn't moving from side to side. He sat there, pot shot it, and tried to catch him with a counter. Now, that's 4 fights that we haven't seen Crawford move laterally. Now, 4 fights with them not moving laterally. Now, when you come to the Errol Spence fight, you know what he's going to be doing. He's not going to be able just to boost that lateral movement back up. And Crawford fights like once a year, right? So it's been a few years since Crawford has been laterally moldable. And that takes a toll out of you trying to start something up. As you get older, you don't get better at certain things. Your athleticism goes down as you get older. Yeah, Alexander, I remember his dad had said that. Yeah, I remember his dad was talking about they've been in the ring together. But sparring's supposed to stay behind the wall. But I feel like Kello, Crawford ain't been moving in about 3-4 years. And that's what's gonna hurt him. See, Crawford has that Napoleon complex. Crawford feel like if he can do it, I can do it. And Crawford always talk about they think he's stronger than me. I'm gonna show them that he's not stronger than me. So see, now Crawford thinks he's just gonna stand up in front of Errol and he's gonna walk Errol down. Earl's not gonna back him up. And see, that's a recipe for disaster. But Crawford has that mindset right there, and that's what's gonna happen. Hold on one second, people. Yeah. Y'all check out how you are for me. And yeah, shit, and I'm gonna go ahead and put you on there. But that trolling, we ain't trying to give people misinformation in here, bro. Like misinformation. If you got something that supports your claim, we ain't got no problem with it. But just throwing out fake news, that's what ESPN and Ring Magazine do. I don't support that. I don't support like fake news. And saying that Charlo ran from Crawford, no. Like Tim Tszyu is mad at Crawford right now. But if I was Crawford, I'm at Charlo right now. But Tim Tszyu over Canelo, you gotta be sick. Tim Tszyu, you better sit your ass down. And hopefully Charlo will come back to you after he beats Canelo. And what he don't realize, if Charlo beats Canelo, when he comes back to you, that will be a much bigger fight. So Tim Tszyu, known because your dad was Costa Tszyu, who popped Zab Judah, and Zab Judah hopped up too quick. Just sit back and relax. Go against Brian Mendoza. That'd be a great fight for you. People sleeping on Brian Mendoza. And Brian Mendoza, I called that. Some of my people that was messing with me, I called that. I told people Brian Mendoza was going to stop Fundora. Just because the way he went up there and did Rosario. And see, Brian Mendoza is a sleeper. And the reason why I picked Brian Mendoza over Sebastian Fundora, because Mendoza went up against the number 2 person I feel like in the junior middleweight division, Jesus Ramos. I feel like Charlo will probably be the only person to beat Jesus Ramos in the 140 division. And he's also on the Errol Spence card. Jesus Ramos, that boy is a problem. That boy has the same motor and the same style as Errol, and he has power. And a lot of people is sleeping on Jesus Ramos. That boy right there will stop some stuff. And Mendoza stood up there. He was getting pounded, but he didn't go down. And that's when I knew Mendoza had heart. And he was hitting them back. But yeah. Hold on, what you say, bro? Hold on. Did y'all check out how did you check out Havaya for me? Hey Troy, how I see Crawford's technique in the fight, right? Like I said, I feel like Crawford's gonna feel like he can stand there and deliver with Errol. And see, he's never been in the ring with somebody like Errol, just like Errol hasn't either. But you know, Errol and them approach the fight, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The best way is the way Errol and them gonna do. They're gonna come in with the jab. The jab is the start all be all, and they're gonna come in and they're gonna pump the jab. See, the jab starts anything. You can lead off with the jab. You start and finish with the jab. That jab is going to get the fight started. It's going to get the shit popping. And then from there, if you notice, Errol hit you with the body, and people don't understand Errol's defense and his speed. Errol darts in and darts out a fight so much. He will go in, hit you in the body, and bounce back. That's why when people say Errol is slow, I'll be like, what fight are they watching? And you can't get away from Errol because of his foot speed. Wherever you at, Errol is right there in front of you, and he shadows people. Like I said, he moves like a knight on a chessboard. Wherever you move, Errol moves in an L shape. You take a step back, he's taking a step forward and over. He's keeping you in range, and he's keeping you closed off. And he always keeps his foot on the outside of your foot. That way you're sitting into the power. Yeah, Kilo Ramos and Zoo. Yeah, that'd be good. Hey, real quick, I need somebody to check out Son of Sun and Havaya for me. I've been asking for Havaya for a second there. So I can get them rinsed up if that's what it is. Y'all check them out for me. And I'm gonna go ahead and get Chitlin, but I mean, you know, like I said, I'm not gonna stop nobody from having their opinion. But Chitlin, think about some of the stuff you be saying though. Like, think about the stuff you say. Like, we ain't gonna throw no false propaganda out here. Are they good, Cal? Okay. See, y'all right here at the beginning, so you know, y'all gonna be the moderators. The rest of the people, when they start coming, y'all already the moderators. I ain't even gotta worry about it. I got them so. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you like this: Ramos versus Tim Tszyu will be a great fight. Tim Tszyu, I don't think he has enough power to rock with Ramos. See, Ocampo was a shot fighter. Errol hurt him early, and then he strung off 6 straight wins. But him and Fondora went to war. And Ocampo getting older. And I'm gonna tell you like this: getting stopped. When somebody stop you or you go long distance in a fight, that breaks you down and that takes away from your body. You gotta realize people don't understand why boxers have Parkinson's and stuff like that. Like, when you lose brain cells, you don't get them back. And like, when a person is beating you up in your body, they breaking bones. When your bones grow back, they're not healing as strong as they was before. And like, this is what people don't understand about Spence. He goes to the body because the best thing about the body, it can't hurt your hand. Like, you can punch through a man's soul through his chest, his stomach. You can try to reach out and grab a man's soul with a punch, and you ain't got to worry about fracturing nothing. Yeah, Okello, he broke Sean. I mean, like Sean Porter had to get hip surgery because Errol was beating on them hips. But that's what I'm saying. Body shots, the body snatcher. That's why they call Errol the body snatcher. You put people down a lot quick with the body. And that's what I said about a lot of people. When you want to knock somebody out, make sure you go for the body as well. That's why they always say go to the body, because we call that tucking a person in. You got to tuck them in before you put them in bed. You got to tuck them in. But I done went off on a tangent. Let me tell you like this. Jermell Charlo, we need to give him his props, because that man right there, he is the most disrespected person in boxing. For 5 years, when he first got the James and when he beat John, and he got that first belt, they was disrespecting him. And he said, I got to fight to get on the undisputed. I mean, I got to fight to get on the pound for pound. The man is undisputed and not even being recognized for pound. But right now, he has a chance to be the epitome of pound for pound, because he is the 154 champion and he is moving up to fight the 168 champion. Now, if that's not the epitome of pound for pound, I don't know what the fuck is. I'm gonna tell you like this. We had a couple people do it. Sugar Ray moved up to fight Hagler. We had Roberto Duran, he moved up to beat Sugar Ray. So moving up for him to fight is not a bigger deal, especially when he's a bigger fighter. And everybody put the stock and they praise the Canelo, but like I said, Canelo gasses out. In his last 4 fights, he's done gassed out in the second half of the fight. And Derek James is going to make sure all his fighters are in tip-top shape. The same way Jermell Charlo is Errol Spence's sparring partner, Spence will also be Jermell Charlo's sparring partner. And Derek James has Errol Spence right now training 24 rounds with 5 sparring partners. Yeah. And his last 4 rounds is Jermell Charlo at full speed, because it's representing the championship rounds. And he is to push Errol to the breaking point. So when Errol's in the last 2 rounds, the championship rounds, he can give it all he got. Now, you sit here telling me Terrence Crawford getting that type of training. No, he's not. Errol Spence is getting in there with Anthony Joshua. They say he gave Anthony Joshua good work. Sir Marcus Brown, good work. Eris Landy Laura has came over there and sparred with Errol. Like, Errol and them is getting great work in that gym. And the secret also is that heat. It's like 110 degrees in that gym, and they push each other. And then when you're around like-minded individuals like Frank Martin, Jermell Charlo, Anthony Joshua, now Ryan Garcia, and that new dude Alex that they got, you pushing each other. And don't nobody want to be at the bottom of the pack. So the next guy is pushing that guy. So you're trying to all compete. So now Derek James is about to have a stable of killers. And Errol Spence, the 29th, he's going to make it look a lot easier than people think. Errol Spence is going to make Kell Brook is going to be his hardest fight. Kell Brook is his hardest fight. Exactly, son. Spence gave Floyd hell in his, and it was only 3-0 at the time. If the experience a long time. Make sure I know I'm missing the chat. I'm sorry, people. Like I said, it's my first time doing this. I gotta keep up with the chat too. Like, if y'all saying something to me, just put at upper echelon. That way I can, catch it, because I'm using 2 phones right here. I'm sorry about that. Am I back in, Troy? Yeah, I'm using 2 phones at the time. If y'all saying something directly to me or was a question, put at upper echelon. You feel me? And I appreciate the super chats. I just seen them. I don't know how to get to them. Oh yeah, the Auntie Black Cherry sent $2. Thanks, and we got Valentine sent $5 as we grow. Hashtag man down. I appreciate that, y'all. I had to get that right. Okay, that's how they do that with the supers. Okay, appreciate that, y'all. Black Star Sports TV, salute. I got you. Got you right there. But yeah, we got great fighting coming up. We got Boots and Villa coming up this weekend. And see, Ramon Villa, he just got off though because he lost 8 rounds to Rashidi Ellis. He won the last few rounds, but that's what I'm saying. They need to get these judges fixed because these judges are just judging basically as a whole. Boxing is a sport where you're supposed to judge round by round by round. Now that man clearly beat that man 7 rounds easily and got in another round before it was over with, but they gave it to him for the last 3 to 4 rounds that he put in. You can see the scores and they had to explain that shit or something like because they're gonna start losing a lot of good fans off of that because like I said, I'm an avid gambler and there's been a lot of times they done robbed me of my winnings. Like with the Dillian White and Jermaine Franklin fight. Jermaine Franklin was a 6-1 underdog, and he clearly beat the shit out of Dillian White. But Eddie Hearn and them, they gave that man that fight. And see, that's what we got to fix. We got to fix the promoters and them giving people fights and letting people win. Like the other day, Tucker lost. Which boy, Jahai Tucker? He lost. And that was surprising, but he was slacking. And like, it's crazy because he got humbled. Because Jahai Tucker, he was the same person that was disrespecting his fans and was talking a lot of shit. And when he got in there, he reminded me of Chris Colbert. And Chris Colbert got, you see how he got humbled. Yeah, Troy, the judges and the refs is a problem right now. And if they don't fix that, it's gonna miss out on a lot of money and stuff too. But we ain't gonna have no problems in that Crawford and Spence fight. It's gonna be so many eyes on that fight. And Vegas is gonna make a killing because there's so many people betting on Crawford right now. And see, Vegas done hit. See, a lot of people are sheep. They following the masses. And see, they don't understand a lot of these older fighters and stuff are being paid to say Crawford's gonna win. Like, they don't believe that shit. These motherfuckers box for years. They understand the intricacies of boxing. But they're also being incentivized to say Crawford. Crawford done went to a 105 favorite to a 165. And Vegas got so many people betting. And see, the line moves with the money. And Vegas got so many people betting on Crawford right now that the line has moved dramatically. And all these people sitting here betting on Crawford, they're about to be heartbroken. And Vegas is about to clean up. And like I said, I'm trying to get a new track hawk off of this fight. Because I'm betting every round and I'm betting on Spence for the KO. That's plus 630 right now. And, I mean, you can't lose. I'm betting on Stephen Fulton because he's the underdog. And people don't realize Cool Boy Steph is a great fighter. All right, Troy. All right, Troy. Appreciate you for coming in. Yeah. Yeah, and if y'all can't smash the like buttons, man. And like, I don't have no set time to be coming on. It's gonna be between 2 and 4. Like, I don't want to come on when none of my people is on. But like I'm trying to be in my own lane, but I'm not trying to clip nobody else's people. So I'm trying to catch a time where it's not too many people on, or at least people I deal with. Now, when we get bigger, then they gonna have to damn recognize our thing. And after the Spence fight, I'm gonna have Derrick James on here give us an interview after the Spence and Crawford fight. So that's gonna be nice because I talk to him all the time on that. On that, yeah, Cool Boy Fulton. Yep. Oh, I'm on the East Coast. I'm on East Coast. I'm at North Carolina right now. Yep, North Carolina. But so right now, what y'all want to discuss right now? I'm gonna let y'all pick what y'all want to discuss right now. Tomorrow I'll be more prepared to have it where I can bring people up too as well, because I have an open debate with people that don't appreciate it. But yeah, Cool Boy Steph, if you watch the Danny Ramon fight and the Angelo Leo fight, you'll see that Cool Boy has that power. Darius Gilliard, appreciate that. He said, laugh out loud. That man said, track halt. I'm just trying to cop a Tacoma off Spence and Cool Boy on my parlay. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, bro. But yeah. And yeah, I'm from Winston-Salem, Black Sports. I stay in Curtisville. I already had Cool Boy in my top 10 pound for pound, honestly, because Stephen Fulton, he's done beat almost 11 undefeated fighters back to back to back. Stephen Fulton has been fighting fighters, and when he goes against Inouye don't realize he's never fought a black fighter or sparred a black fighter. He's gonna get a rude awakening. He's gonna get that slick East Coast style, and he's gonna get peppered up, and he's gonna get that body work. And Fulton be sparring with Boots. I see the video with him and Boots sparring. And Fulton's a big guy, actually. And him, they was going there and doing nice. Hey, Professor Zoom, man, no problem, baby, no problem. Hey, y'all check out Professor Zoom and see if he okay. And it's no disrespect if I tell him to check y'all out. I'm just trying to make sure, we get, the right people in the right places. Appreciate that. How you Vaya? I appreciate that, bro. Hey, and I appreciate y'all sending these super chats and these super stickers. But if you do want to donate, my cash app's right there is one Sosa Smith. Because I just realized something when a dude sent me a super sticker, a Kello sent me a super sticker the other day. They take 70%. I'm like, damn. They taking 70% of that. So yeah, I ain't trying to get them more money than what they're getting. They already pimped me on the videos. So if y'all want to donate, I appreciate all donations because I am incapacitated right now. But yeah, I am incapacitated right now. But I said people got to get the truth because and what's funny, I started this page a year ago because I got tired of seeing a whole bunch of bullshit, like people just talking crazy. I thought so too, a kilo, but I had a $4.99 super sticker and they gave me $1.24 off of it. Well, they gave me $1.24 off of $4.99. So y'all do the math. Yeah. That's why I was asking for. That's why for nonsense, he agreed with what I said. Like, yeah, cash app. You don't want the super chat. Like, just giving them the money. Okay, I pin it, Valentine. Hold on. I think I could pin it. Hold on, let me see. Hold on 1 second. There it go right there, bro. There it go, y'all. Yeah, I just was like, that's crazy. Like I say, boy, hey, YouTube be getting right, man. Honestly, like the money that they pay. Yeah, they also hold it for 30 days. Yeah. They do that right there. And like they making interest off our AdSense. Then they give us that after they done held it. I said, boy, y'all some slick little boogers. But hey, they give us a chance to get out here and build a community. And that's why I like to be able to talk good boxing with people. You feel what I'm saying? Especially, and I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Every week, I'm gonna give y'all the heads up on this box, because like I said, I'm a gambler. And you know, I ain't stingy. You know, I'm gonna let you know what it is. Because I love getting a hold to it. You feel what I'm saying? Whoa, big shout out in the cash app for my boy Cal L. Sent the $20. He sent that dub. I appreciate it, Cal L. He sent that 20, that 20 de negro. Yes, sir. But I appreciate that. But betting site that I use Bovada and I use MGM. They both great betting sites. But MGM, like I had to use a VPN because certain states don't let you bet. So I had to use a VPN, and I got Nevada. But Bovada is Bovada. That's a great one. That's a great betting site right there. I use them all the time. But yeah, why they wouldn't let you bet, Kello? That's crazy. Bovada, that's that thing. But yeah, Boots. I say Boots knocked that guy out in the first 7 rounds, six or 7 rounds, because the man arguably was getting his ass whooped by Speedy Rashidi. Speedy Rashidi beat that man, but I guess Speedy Rashidi, man, he messed up the bag. He really messed up the bag because him and Jerron Boots Ennis was going to be a mega fight, but I feel like PBC messed up the bag. What they should have did, they should have gave Boots to Ramon Villa and should have gave Speedy Rashidi that Kirsten guy, because Speedy Rashidi is a moving fighter like that Kirsten guy, and they would have had a sweet boxing match, and Rashidi would have hawked him down, and Boots wouldn't have looked so vulnerable out there, and Boots and Villa would have had a great fight. But they dropped the bag because Villa ended up stealing the fight over Rashidi Ellis. And I would have much rather seen Rashidi Ellis and Boots. But, you know, yeah, Creole, Rashidi Ellis, man, like, yeah, he peed out. He started out looking real good. Boy, he was tagging that man. He was looking real special. He was tagging him. He would look good. I said, boy, that man look like Sweet Pea out there. Then about the 7th round, he started sputtering. I said, oh, man, they done put water in this gas tank. He thought he had premium, but they had water in the gas tank. He started sputtering. And going slow on the highway. I said, yep, he about to peter out. And then Ramon Villa, it's like he caught fire and caught his ass. I just couldn't believe they gave him the fight, but they did. They gave that shit to him. But I'm gonna tell you who gonna have gas, sugar, and a damn chocolate bar in their damn gas tank. Cinnamon Alvarez when he go against Charlo. That boy is gonna be tired by the 6th round, and Charlo gonna flex his chest and like, yeah, I'm here now. And he's gonna go out there. Watch what I tell y'all. When Canelo Alvarez get tired like he did in the Triple G and in the Bivol fight, Charlo's gonna beat the dog shit out that man. because Canelo, he can't do road work because of his legs is messed up, and people don't understand that. So when you can't run, you can't build your stamina up like that. Yeah, you can spar to build it, but you have to have that road work. Road work is important. It's essential. And if you don't get that road work in there, you're gonna fizzle out. And when you fizzle out, it's gonna be somebody there to pop your top, just like a thing. Y'all check out Binge Art for me, please. Check out Binge Art for me. But this year, we about to get paid. And especially if y'all over here, we're gonna hit them splits. We're gonna hit them splits on there. And Savannah Marshall, you beat up for Sean Cruz. But now your mandatory is Shadeja Green. Now don't duck that smoke. Cause Shadeja Green, that's another person who's friends with the channel. I might get her on here to do an interview, but Shadeja Green, she gonna knock her ass out. Shadeja gonna knock her slam the fuck out. Let me get my boy Aaron right. What's not PBC, Aaron? Hey, Big Ray, it sounds good, but the GOAT ain't trying to see that girl. The GOAT making up excuses. Look, I had Shadeja Green in my top 5 in my women's pound for pound last year. And that's when she came over there and said thank you. And me and her started a relationship from there. But that girl, I think she's like 12-0 with 11 knockouts. And Clarissa got mad at her for sparring with somebody. So she say. But it was one of them, I got to find a reason to get mad at this person so I ain't got to fight him. Like Canelo saying he don't fight Mexicans so he don't have to fight David Benavidez. That's what that was. That's all that was right there. And I'm gonna let y'all know now. Canelo's not fighting David Morrell or David Benavidez. They're not in the contract. Canelo hasn't fought a 168 pounder since beating Caleb Plant. And he's not gonna fight one because Canelo is a 160 pounder by heart. And see, he fights them heavier, non-fundamental, slower fighters because, Canelo has quick hands. But Jermell Charlo has quick hands and quick feet. And he has a gas tank. And when Canelo's following behind him, because Canelo can't cut the ring off as well. And guess what? When Canelo follows behind Jermell Charlo, Castano followed Jermell Charlo, and he caught that hook, and he caught that straight. And see, Jermell Charlo arms are longer than Canelo's as well. And Jermell Charlo has a chin. And like I tell everybody, Jermell Charlo is not John Knight Ryder. Jermell Charlo is actually a top-tier fighter. Last time Canelo fought a B fighter in Bivol. And Bivol kept him away with the jab, had him frustrated, had him wanting to do WWF moves. Yeah. That's who Canelo is. And see, Jermell Charlo has a hand injury. That's the only reason Canelo took this fight. It's because Jermell had a hand injury. If he didn't have a hand injury, he was just bringing him up from the weight class, he wouldn't have fought him. And Jermell, I'm happy for him because he's been calling out this fight for about 5 years now. When he was calling out Floyd and Canelo, he said, I'll fight either one of them. And everybody thought he was just bullshitting. But no, he wasn't. He was trying to get his bag. Chevy Smith, man, I appreciate it. We're going to have him knock out. You can't leave it to the judges. Yeah, we see how Japan did Floyd, and he's an icon. The man threw the damn flowers on the ground, spitting, but like Japan, boy. And they don't realize they just like us. Like, them people don't like them either. Like, dang, that's how you do. But you know, our more lighter skinned complected people, you know, got the complexion for the connection. That's what I'm gonna say. And you know, our fighters ain't got that complexion for the connection. And so our fighters have to do twice as hard to get half as much notification, to get half as much accomplishments. Jermell Charlo unified a strong division, and he's not even 10 on a Ring magazine list. Canelo Alvarez has losses. Hell, Lomachenko had damn 3 losses. They put these guys on the pound for pound list, but they don't even give Jamil consideration. You got a drill team on Nandrolone, Tyson Fury. Heavyweights don't belong on pound for pound list. Like, they make their own rules up to suit it. Late to the party, but I'm one of the usual suspects. Appreciate that, Matthew, man. Appreciate that. I appreciate the super chats, but like I said, the Cash App is pinned to the thing. That's better because y'all basically giving them the money. They taking 70%. You know? Like, I appreciate all of it. I'm not gonna get me wrong, I appreciate all of it, but if you send it, I'm just letting you know taking 70%. They get change off of Fortnite. I'm back. Can y'all hear me? I pressed the wrong button. And see, I got a laptop, but I couldn't figure out how to do it on my laptop. My wife gonna have to show me when she get a chance. And like, God bless her heart, because she get tired of showing me things. Because I'm not tech savvy at all. I'm not. And she's so great with technology. She gets tired of showing me things. But yeah, Bob Arum. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Bob Arum is blocking Shakur's career. A lot of people don't see it, but he is. When Shakur was at 130, and Shakur wanted to go for undisputed, and Bob Arum was telling him, man, you don't want to go undisputed. That's dumb. Get them sanctioning fees and all that. We don't want to do that shit. But when Lomachenko trying to go undisputed, Bob Arum is trying to push him in there. Like, yeah, Loma, let's get all these belts. And like Bob Arum, when Shakur and Oscar Valdez was fighting, what promoter you know walks off the stage? He walked off the stage. Right. They haven't been doing ratings. And ESPN, they forced that fight out of Bob Arum, and he didn't want to do it, but he had to because their contract was in problems. But now that I hear it, they talking about not renewing the contract in 2025. So Bob Arum, they might be out. What's going on, Buck Style? Y'all check out Buck Style for me. Is Buck Style good? Hey Matthew, I got it right there in the it should be pinned. It's pinned right there at the top of the screen. Yeah, Cal Cooley. I'm about to stop it in about 6 more minutes myself, bro. You know, this is just the I'm just trying to give my moderators a chance to get in so I can have them you know, tightened up. So when we get started, you know, we be there. You feel me? But I appreciate you, Kyle, and I'll see you tomorrow, man. I'll see you early in the morning. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, this was our first one. This is our first live right here, family. And I'm gonna work hard. I'm letting y'all know I'm gonna work hard to get this thing off the ground. And everything that I've ever did and put my mind to has always succeeded. And I can't take loss or failure. That's just not me. That's just not my character. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put everything into this to make sure this channel is one of the best out there. And I'm gonna figure out this daggone StreamYard tonight. So I can have us some music going and have some background, and I can be able to post some videos up here too. So y'all can be able to see stuff as well. But let me go ahead and get Bucks. Did y'all check Buck style for me real quick? Y'all go ahead and check Buck style, and we can go ahead and get up out of here for the day. Cause I need to learn this thing. Cause I don't like doing stuff half-ass, and you know I ain't got this thing the way I want it. I thought the directions and all that shit would be right there, but I see it ain't. You feel what I'm saying? But hey, I appreciate everybody for showing up, and I appreciate everybody for being here, and I appreciate everybody that watched my content. I mean, it's like I appreciate everybody that watched the content and everything. Okay, I got Buck style then. Where the hell did he go? Okay. All right, well look, I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna let y'all know what time. If my boy Champ side ain't on, we're gonna get started around 2. But if Champ side on, I'll come on when he go off. But y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. I'll be with y'all tomorrow. It's up at Echelon. We're gonna go ahead and shut it down. All right. Peace and blessings. Shalom to everybody.